Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to episode 17 of the Atlético Football Manager series. In today's episode, we carry on trying to sign some players, preferably a striker and a winger. We start the season, which is massive. Before we get into it though, please follow the socials above if you wish to. Leave a like on the video, drop a comment, share the video about, and definitely do subscribe, guys. Please do consider it because we're uploading daily content, whether that be Let's Plays, tactics, tutorials. But nevertheless, let's get right into it. Well then, guys, this is going to be the first signing, a player which I really like using in this game. None other than Ademi, or Ademi, however you say that. Obviously, a 20-year-old WONDERKID. Got him for a very good price, 14.2 million. He did have reasonably high wage demands for a player of his age, but don't they all? Obviously, Felix is still going to be the star man up top, but he's a great person to have not on the bench because he will play also alongside Felix. Like maybe Felix can drop onto the wing occasionally. Also, Ademi can drop onto the wing occasionally. The reason why I went with someone like him is because he's already a good player. Like he already has decent stats, right? More than comfortable playing on the wing here and up top, but he's also got so much room for growth. As you can see right here, his value is way more than what we paid. He's a perfect player for the team. It's good to have him going forward, and I just think he was the perfect man for the job. So we're going to put him into this. We're going to register him in the squad, assign him a squad number, and then we're ready for our first game. So then, guys, this is going to be the team we're going to be playing against Tenerife in the first game of the season. We're going to test this trio up front. They can all be flexible in what positions they play. This little trio midfield here. Rudiger's got a 2-day knock, so he can't start. Oblak is back, which is good. And hopefully we can start this episode off with some fire, because we've obviously got some new players in now. Obviously, Rudiger and Dybala have played a couple pre-season games, but Ademi hasn't played yet, and it's a player I want to get involved right off the bat. And I'm hoping that this little trio I've developed up front can definitely cause issues. The beautiful thing about it is that all of them are comfortable playing anywhere. The only one which can't play on the left is, I believe, if I look at it, is that offside? Awarded, so it's 1-0. The only person that can't play on the left is Dybala, so he can play on the right. Felix happy to play on the right as well, but we're 1-0 up there, and I mean, what a start that is. When I finished the season last time, obviously I've had a bit of a break. I've been playing with Everton on my other save. Oh, it's a rebound. That is onside. That is onside, ref. It is Ademi with a goal, and what a start this is. When I started, when I was thinking about this, I was like, I knew about the signings I had, like Rudiger and Dybala, but more people have gone than what I expected. So now it's all about replacing them bodies in. I don't know why I didn't automatically think about Griezmann leaving. I don't know why I didn't think of that. To be honest, he wasn't exactly great when we used him. He scored a couple of he scored one outrageous chip, but the rest of it was quite average. And right now we are running rampant against Tenerife, obviously a team who I don't remember playing last season, so I'm not sure if they've been promoted, but they're getting an absolute thumping away, and it looks like our front line is just too much for him. Obviously there is a lot of firepower now. I mean, you're talking, well, two WONDERKIDs in the sense of João Felix and Ademi, and Dybala obviously a bit older now in his career, but still a fantastic player, and a player which I was buzzing when I was able to get him on the free. Although his wages were very high, he's still a player which is fantastic. So, and what a half that is. 5-0 in the first, possibly 6? 6-0. Dybala, I mean, it is against Tenerife, but still a beautiful performance, and we will make some subs here because we don't want to overuse people when we don't physically have to. So Kuna's still at the club, which is surprising, but for the sake of this, we'll just take off the front three, rest them all, because I think they're going to be the men to protect the season. But no, I don't know where Kuna actually, or how he's still here, because he accepted an offer for Tottenham, I believe, and I accepted him and everything, and he hasn't gone yet, so I don't know if it's like a work permit or whether he declined it. But I'm being openly honest with him. He's not in my plans at all. Not in my plans at all. So for me, he's only going to be affecting his own career by staying here, because he's not in my plans. As Lamar makes it 7, and the Tenerife fans, I mean, it never was going to be an easy game for him, but, you know, be nice for him to at least get a goal for their fans, as they nearly do there. We'll get some time wasting in, try and keep a clean sheet. But no, a game which obviously we should be winning, to be honest. I mean, against Tenerife, home or away, it's a game which you expect a side like this to be running rampant, and we definitely are doing that, you know, as we push for an 8th goal here. But just the start of that first half, you could see how well the front three were really working together, and it's a bit of everything in there. Like, Dybala's not the quickest, but he's got that creative spark, decent finish on him, good at set pieces. And we should have a penalty here, as we do. And obviously, João Felix was sensational last season. And I've just thought, yeah, I'll add a little bit more talent into that, as if that wasn't enough. And added a Demi in there as well, who usually gets poached in the first season. So, very lucky that no one brought him. And I'm more than happy to spend £14 million on him and take a risk. Because, you know, I think he's a sensational player. As Kuna there does get his send-off goal to make it 9. And, I mean, a flawless performance. I can't really complain at all. You know, I don't see where we can improve on that, unless I be arrogant and say we should have got 10. But we now play Alaves in 7 days, so I'll come back to you once we've got the line-up for that. As the boys are fully rested, Rudiger's back. This is going to be the team we're going to be playing against. Who we got? Alaves. We are actually going to put Lodi in there because he's fully fit as well. Trio starting again. Obviously, I will be rotating them about here, there and everywhere. I'll just keep sort of picking each position, because they can play pretty comfortably in all three. But eventually I would like to get a set stone one. And Felix seems more than happy out on that wing. And Ademi's favourite position is up front, but if he doesn't score as many goals as what I expect, I'm happy to put him on the wing and Felix up top. It's why I signed a player like him, someone that is a bit flexible. As I say that, as he goes through and scores his 3rd goal of the season, I honestly do think I've signed a gem here. We'll have another look at his stats here. Obviously, we'll look here. So his ability, I do play him in the advanced forward role, so he's like a 3-star ability, but his finishing at the age of 20 is still, I mean, 14 at his age, 18 acceleration, great pace as well, and he's a real handful for this league especially. And at 14 million, man, I mean, absolute steal. And we nearly go 2-0 up there. Rudiger's one of these players who I do genuinely think will be scoring quite a few goals from set pieces. As Saul goes down there, and it looks quite easy. He's gone down quite easy. It looks quite soft, but it's a chance for Dybala, and he tucks it in. And his 3rd goal of the season also. To be honest, that penalty is something which I must say did look a little bit forced, but we'll take it. Dybala into Was. Koke lost possession. We've got to track back here. Just got to be careful, because, you know, last season we actually did get into a habit of keeping a few clean sheets, which was quite nice. As Ademi goes through again, forces a fantastic save. But so far we are very comfortable as Felipe gets the goal, not Rudiger. But we are looking very comfortable. Granted, the first 2 games have been against smaller opposition in the BBVA. But, you know, you've still got to beat them. And Ademi for a first-time finish. Outrageous. Outrageous. 4-0 up against Alaves inside of what, I mean, that was 30 minutes or so. And the first 2 games have been absolute thumpings. And I mean, it's great to see, because there's nothing worse than having a team where you then, you can't beat these small teams, because it will cost you in the end as Ademi goes through. And is there anything this guy can't do? I think that's his 3rd goal this game. You've got Ademi. It's a first half hat trick for the lad. And we are going to keep him on and just keep this confidence going. And we'll look to actually bring on Rodrigo de Paul, who obviously was a great player for us last season, played a lot of games for us. Also, I would like to say, Kuna, the transfer offer actually fell through for Tottenham. I went back to the emails and looked, but Dortmund have come in, offered the same, so I've accepted it, and hopefully that can go through. We will bring on Arias as well, because we have got a booking going on there. But what a half that is of football. And if Ademi or add on, it depends how you say it. You can say it in multiple ways, but I say Ademi. If he can carry on this form, we're looking at some player. He just looks so deadly on the ball. As he gets an assist there, DePaul comes on, and his first touch actually is a goal, and that's 6-0 against Alaves. Granted, I will keep saying this, I know this is an easy team, and we are at home, and we have got some fantastic players, but it's just nice to see us put on such a flawless performance and respect the opposition, because it shows that we're not taking anyone lightly, which is very good. As I do have a chance here, ball comes across, and it's bittersweet, isn't it? Because one of our subs come on and they've scored, and the other one scored an own goal. Nothing he can really do about that. It was a fantastic bit of play down the wing there for Alaves, a ball into the box, and the power was just too much for him to clear it. Just sort of bounced off him, and he can't do much about it. It's quite gutting for the player, but still, luckily we have got a big lead, and it's not going to cost us too much. As you can see here, look at the goal difference, a 14 goal difference, because we obviously had the easier legs first. And as I was saying earlier, Antonio Rudiger, a player who I value so much in real life, I think he's such a good centre-back, and he's come into this club, and I am buzzing to work with him. Gets his goal, and what a convincing win. What a convincing win that is. 7-1, and obviously we're first in the league, based off goal difference, but who have we got next? We've got Mallorca and Real Sociedad. So 2 more games for the episode, guys. I'm still going to carry on sticking with the traditional 4 games an episode, and we're going to see if we can get 4 in 4. So I'll come back to you in 6 days once we've got the lineup. Well then, guys, shall we keep this run going? This is the team we're going to be playing. Unfortunately, Lodi has picked up a little bit of a knock there, which isn't ideal. We've got Rudiger starting again. This amazing trio is 100% starting and will continue to start for as long as they can. It very much reminds me of the, obviously different style completely of players and just completely different players. But if you haven't, please do check out the Everton series I've got going as well, because we have turned the Dele Alli, Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison link up into some of the best in the league. We really have. And this is, I like a formation where you can build a trio. I like triangles. I don't know why. I like it. So it's like, this is really good. It's working as well. As we go in against Mallorca, obviously an away tie here, and it looks like they've actually got the upper hand in terms of XG. Things are changed now, but a little bit of controls come into the game. But as I said, these are the games, since we've got an easier start to the season, these are the type of games which I will openly say we can't afford to be losing, because we will soon, I'm not 100% sure, but we will soon, based off what we played, have a period come up where the games will be hard. There'll be a challenge, they'll be tough, we'll have to be resilient, and it'll be a nightmare. So we have to make sure we get as many points as we can. And I'm hoping we've got enough, firepower in this team now to get the goals. Dybala, ball across into Koke, and Felix nearly with a goal to put us 1-0 up. Again, the half has not been as good as what we're used to. I'm going to see who we've got in this midfield, actually. We've got Koke, Saul and Lorente. We're going to keep it like that for now. We have got a few options on the bench. I would like to say Kuna has officially gone to Borussia Dortmund, and also our player finances, they now give us 100% off the value. So hopefully that applies to that deal there as well. We're going to take this off now because we want to really start getting some chances here, possibly go attacking as well. As I might consider to actually make some substitutions here. We are going to bring on Lamar. I tell you, we're just going to get some fresh legs on this pitch in general. Let's do that then. And hopefully we can get the winner here. A point, again, isn't really what we're after. We're really going to go for this. As I say all the time, when I go very attacking, that's on me then. Whatever happens is on me. But hopefully a bit of magic can happen. I'm not sure if it will, though. They're looking quite resilient. And I think that could be it. That's going to be it then. So a 0-0 result against Mallorca, a team which I honestly thought we were going to be able to beat. And just like that, that puts us down into third place with an outrageous goal difference than everyone else. So realistically, I imagine this season will be like it was last season, where it literally come down to the final game, and we won the league in the final game. If you didn't see the last episode, guys, go and check it out. It'll be the one, not the last episode, the episode before. It'll be episode 15, I believe, because that is one of the best Football Manager series videos you'll ever see. It was honestly incredible. Let's have a little look here, see what they're saying here, and I'll come back to you with the lineup against Real Sociedad. Obviously a team which is probably the hardest team we've played this episode. So, the business is not done yet. This is probably going to be our last signing because I don't know how much we've got left now. Probably about 16 million. But this is a player I'm a huge fan of. Benjamin Sesko. Obviously, it is another striker. But as I've said a lot of times, luckily for us, Ademi and Felix are more than comfortable on the wings. So it was easier for me to get another all-and-out striker, as this guy is, and then possibly use them on the wings than it was for me to actually sign a winger. A lot of the wingers I was getting scouted and that I was trying to get were either not interested or too expensive. I saw Benjamin Sesko, a player that has so much potential. It's honestly scary. The fact that we've got... In fact, let's just get him in. We'll make sure he actually, you know, comes in. But the fact that we've actually got him in the team is honestly... It's worrying for everyone. Because if I show you now... exactly, you know, what sort just the talent we have up top now is ridiculous. I mean, we've got the likes of Sesko, who actually take turns in playing alongside the front three, and it's getting to a point where, like, I mean, the talent's outrageous. You've got Ademi in there, you've got Felix in himself is a wonder kid. Ademi, Sesko, Dybala, then you've also, you can't disrespect Carrasco, Lamar, loads of options now going forward. Exactly what I wanted to do. Every position we have depth in now, and that is probably going to be my last signing, as we now have about 15 million left, but we are about to go and play Real Sociedad, so I'll build the team live as I keep on talking. I won't do another cut, but I'm more than satisfied now with the players we have, because pretty much the only concern I had was this team. It happened last season. We were guilty of picking up so many 2 to 3 day injuries right before a game, and it was really annoying. It honestly was, and it did cost us in a few games. Like, I know in the Man City game when we got beat 5-0, that was my fault because I changed the formation, but we did have injuries and we were weakened. But now it's like, you got the likes of Sesko. He might not even play every game. To have him on the bench, even to bring on, is an absolute honour. And I feel like, I don't know what you guys think, please do comment below, but I feel like I've done a very good job at bringing people in who also haven't broke the bank either. That is something we've got to take into account as well. We haven't got 300, 400 million. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give Dybala a rest, and I'm going to play... I'm not going to play Sesko there, because he's really not comfortable there. Ademi is fine there, as you can see. He's completely fine there, actually. That can't be right, actually. He is... Where is he? So these are his stats. On the right-hand side... Oh, is he actually... Oh, he's very similar, okay, to the wing and forward. And Sesko up top here, obviously still young, still learning his trade. But Dybala's on the bench if we need him. This midfield's going to stick. Saul's going to be playing. Was Rudiger, Lodi's back in the team. And I am super confident going into this game. It is going to be the hardest opposition we've played this episode. But I just feel like it's hard not to be confident. If I was an Atletico fan in real life... Jesus, I would be absolutely loving this management, because I've also signed for the future. Something which I did bang on a little bit before about something that I wanted to do was bang on about the future. And I do understand that when you sign players that aren't pre-built, so I'm talking, if I was to sign a Lewandowski or a Haaland, I'm pretty much guaranteeing myself a ridiculous striker. Obviously, I understand a few of these players might need a couple of seasons or a season to sort of develop themselves, but from the start, I mean, Ademi there, Sesko with the assist. Ademi's not really needed to adapt. He's sort of come in and just completely lit everything up. And Sesko there with a chance. And I feel like with the players that we've got around him, I feel like these players are going to fit in very well. And I'm hoping they do. Because we could be in a situation where we do have the squad to potentially win the league and the Champions League within 2 seasons. You never know. And it's a very, very convincing start here. The possession has been there. The shots have been there. Real Sociedad have just completely sort of shut off, to be honest with you. And we're also... We're playing and not really burning too much energy, which is good as well, because obviously a lot of these players you will see in pretty much most of the games, apart from it's a game where I feel like I can rotate. But majority of the time, you will be seeing these players play over and over, because I'm a manager that strongly believes that once you found your first 11, that's part of the job done. That's one of the hardest jobs in management, is to find your first 11. But once you've found it, it's a real treat, because then you know who you can rely on. But we're going to try and just, keep this lead here. Hopefully get another goal. We are getting the chances. But to be fair to Real Sociedad, after the first goal's gone in, they're defending these balls quite well. I can't take that away from them. Rudiger keeps recycling it. Cesc goes through, cuts it back to Felix. Llorente, Sesko, Ademi, and it's a beautiful link-up. Sesko, Ademi. I mean, that's twice it's happened now. And Ademi's on the verge of having another hat-trick. And I knew signing him as well, that if I was to play him on the wing, it wouldn't be an issue, because obviously he's more than comfortable, as I show you before the game there. And luckily Felix hasn't complained about playing on the wing either, which is good. And Sesko there with a fantastic pop shot. And can we get a goal here? We can't. Great collection from the goalkeeper, and we should be going into this half 2-0 up. And what a half that has been. We're going to keep the same players on. Possibly bring Dybala on the right hand side if Ademi gets tired, and just me saying that now makes me realise how far we've come from last season. I know we've obviously lost players like Griezmann, who is a fantastic player, but he just never was really the best for me. So I've definitely strengthened, and Sesko there gets his first goal on his debut against quite a good side as well in the league, and everyone in the team is playing amazing, and it's exactly what I want to see. And I mean, it's fantastic stuff, it really is. Rudiger's recycled that ball beautifully as Ademi nearly gets his hat-trick there. A fantastic save from the keeper. And have they got a chance here? They haven't. We recycle it very well again. Koke cut off there. We are going to actually look to bring on, I'll keep Ademi on, just because obviously he is one goal off his hat-trick. It's a bit harsh. We're going to get Dybala on as well, and we are also going to make another sub after this highlight, because I feel like we don't want anyone getting injured. The game, it's not completely done, but the game should be more than comfortable now to sort of hold on to. We're going to get a bit of time wasting in as well, and we are also going to get a little change of the tactics in here. We are going to get... We'll get Arias on again. Hopefully he doesn't score an own goal. And we'll also get Hermoso on. Fresh set of legs at the back as well. I want to make sure that everyone's getting minutes in the team. The core players I have now, the group I have, everyone's going to be playing at some point. So I want everyone to be ready to come on, because I do not want anyone in this team that's here picking up a free pay packet. You're either playing, ready to play, or you're working to get in the first team. Anything else, you're out the club. Sorry, it's how I manage. It's how I manage. And because of that, we are now 3-0 up, and hopefully, nearly jinxed it, we can keep another clean sheet, and this could... Oh no, they've still got another highlight, have they? No, Ademi has. Awful ball there, but it's not too serious, as Isaac goes through, completely skies it, and that is going to be a very convincing win against Real Sociedad, one of the harder teams in the league, there's no doubt on that. And just like that, we are in second place, 2 points behind Sevilla. And we'll have a quick sneak peek at who we play next. Real Madrid. What is their real name? Are they called Espanyol? I swear they've got a different name in real life. I could be tripping. Could be tripping there. That is Real Betis and Athletic Pamplona. So a challenger game to start with, and then 3 games which, in my opinion, we should be winning. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you do like the signings, and they're not too generic, sort of expected signings. But I've used Ademi before, but I've never actually had Sesko. Usually Man City get him, so I'm very pleased we managed to get him. But if you have enjoyed it, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. This content is getting posted every day. Streams will be coming as well. I just sort of I'm still, trying to build a bit of an audience up, so that when I do stream, I can interact with you guys, because that's going to be the big thing. It's going to be fun. But please do leave a like on the video as well. Drop a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it enough, please do leave a like on the video, and please do subscribe, turn on notifications for plenty more uploads. Underneath my camera, I've personally selected a video which I really think you'll like, and also up next on the other side is a video that YouTube think you might like from my channel. So please do check them out, guys. Also, if you do want to keep in touch with me, be sure to follow my socials. I've got my Instagram and my Twitter above. I love to interact with you guys. But last but not least, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.